Hi friends, Paul Christopher here at Gravity and Oxygen Fitness. There's been many requests for what we call the Move and Train, which is simply a low intensity, non-impact locomotive mobility warm-up done and performed through a series of lunge and crawl patterns. I'm here with my good friend Alejandro. How are you, buddy? Good. He's going to help demonstrate the movements as I talk him through it. We begin with our first movement in the Move and Train medley, and that's called lean, lean step. This is going to be a lateral lunge. So Alejandro is shifting his body weight fully to the right, fully to the left, and then stepping together. So in Cliff Note explanation, we call this lean, lean step. We're working with about 30 feet total from cone to cone. All right, he'll be doing this one length of 30 feet. Good, shifting his weight to the right, shifting his weight to the left. Very good. We call this lean, lean step. Intended to get some mobility through the hip joint in an ab and adduction movement. Good. Forcefully using one leg to shift one way and then the other way. Lean, lean step. The second movement is our traditional air squat combined with a crisscross curtsy squat. Alejandro is going to begin with his feet shoulder apart, perform a perfect hinging squat, and then notice he's crisscrossing his leg over. Very good. So we're just alternating between open squat and curtsy squat. Notice the counter levering or the counterbalancing using his arms, driving his weight back to his hips. Now after the open squat, he can also go behind him with his leg and alternate that pattern during his crisscross of leg over and then leg under. Once again, working with about 30 feet of open squat and curtsy squat. Okay, movement number 3 is your traditional walking lunge. Okay, we're looking for all the parts of a proper lunge cycle. So Alejandro is starting with a high hip tuck. Notice the knee comes as high as the hip or the belly button. High tuck into a deep lunge. Softening the back knee, letting it go to the floor, letting his weight be distributed over the arch and the heel. Shoulders staying tall over the hips. Good. Bracing the abdomen when the knee comes up to the belly button and then going straight down. Traditional walking lunge. Okay. Movement number 4 is going to be our first non-leg based exercise. We're going with the reverse bear crawl. So Alejandro's beginning in floating tabletop. He's going to extend one hip and then begin to locomote in a crawl pattern backward. Now, I usually tell clients to not only work with the wrist, but work on using the entire shoulder. And then where we're staying low, imagine there's barbed wire, and we're staying under that barbed wire line and extending the back leg as far as you can. All right, reverse bear crawl. I choose to give people the reverse bear crawl version first because it's a little bit less intrusive. It's a gradual load of intensity as we show other crawl variations. Reverse bear crawl. Movement number 5 is going to be a walking lunge with trunk rotation meant to challenge stability. Very good. Alejandro is going to do a high left hip tuck into the deep lunge and then rotating his shoulders to the same side. The cue is here to only rotate your shoulders as far as you can without bending the elbows. If you hinge at the elbow, you're cheating your trunk. Okay? So this rotation while in low split stance is challenging the hip stability. Tuck, lunge, turn. Movement number 5, walking lunge with rotation. Good. Movement number 6 is going to be basic traditional forward bear crawl. Ali's going to start in floating tabletop, knees under the hips, shoulders and hips at the same height. We're looking for a nice S curve of the spine, and then he's going to advance with opposite hand, opposite knee. Knees stay inside the elbow, shins stay parallel to the floor, knees 1 to 2 inches off the ground. Now, to challenge maintaining the flat back, if you had an ankle band or something light, place it on your client's back to ensure that it doesn't fall off during the locomotive movements. All right, opposite hand, opposite foot, maintaining control, not getting too far ahead of ourselves, great pace, forward bear crawl. Motion number 7 is going to be a walking lunge again, but with spinal tilt with a hip counterbalance. So Ali has his hands in the air, squeezing the ears with the arms. Good. He's going to tuck, lunge, and he's going to tilt to the same side. There we go. Good. Tuck, lunge, tilt to the same side. So he's about to give me a left hip tuck, a left lunge, a left tilt. Notice the counterbalancing of the hip going the opposite way as the shoulders tilt and fall another way. Great job. Tuck, lunge, tilt. Nice tight arms, squeezing the ears with the bicep, making sure that the entire frame is stable. We are now on to our 8th motion in the movement train. This is the monkey crawl. Ali's going to start with his hands to the left, and then he's going to hop with his feet to the left in a very quiet format. We want him to decelerate through the trunk so that way we wouldn't even hear his toe land. Hands stay together, feet stay together. Good. In a nice simple format. Our objective is to not throw the feet to the sky. We just want to raise the hips high and control the landing descent. Are you tired yet? No? Great. Let's keep going. Movement number 9 is the low back butt wiggle. Ollie's going to start with his hands out in front, nice tall chest, and he's going to lift the cheek and then retract. And then alternating pattern of lifting and retracting is going to create movement from point A to point B. This one may take you a while, lots of high reps to get from point A to point B. Now if you want a further challenge, Ollie's going to bring his hands in the air, turn his thumbs backward, provide even better posture, and continue lifting the cheek and retracting. Okay? There might be plenty of opportunities to try and utilize your legs to mask the movements, but we want you to go ahead and utilize that lumbar spine, the muscles incorporated with lateral flexion, and lift and pull. We call this the low back butt wiggle. Friends, we're almost there. Movement number 10 is going to be another lunge, but with chest rotation away from the front knee. Ollie did a high left knee tuck, deep lunge, notice the rotation of the chest away. So a contralateral trunk rotation for fancy talk. All right, this is definitely going to challenge hip stability, particularly even on a grassy surface such as this. All right, we save this one towards the end once the body is prepared and the brain is trying to figure out now what we're up to. Okay, good. Tuck, lunge, contralateral rotation. Very good. Movement number 10. You've made it this far. Your 11th and final motion. I'm proud of you. We're all proud of you. Here's the final motion. If we did monkey crawl to the left, you know it. We now have to do monkey crawl to the right. Good. Once again, principles hold true. Hands stay together. Feet stay together. Decelerate your landing. We want stealth, quiet feet upon impact. Very good. Hands right, feet right. Very nice. Transferring weight from palms to toes and finishing strong with the monkey crawl. Friends, congratulations for completing the movement train, and thank you for following along. In review, let's discuss the overall purpose. Low impact, locomotive getting from point A to point B, designed to trigger hip stability and core stability through a series of crawl patterns, squat patterns, and lunge patterns. I'd like to thank my friend Alejandro for participating. He was a good sport. If you notice, he has an overall feeling of looseness in his joints. You can see sweat along his face and on his shirt. And then also we've increased his breathing patterns cardiovascularly. All done in a very safe manner to get you prepared for the main brick of your workout. Once again, thank you for following Gravity in Action, and we please hope that you incorporate these movements for yourself or also with your clientele wherever you may be working. For more information about Gravity and Oxygen, what we do and where we're located, you can find us at gravityandoxygen.com, also on Facebook and on Instagram. We hope to see you soon.